Hello and welcome to the Litany of Catholic Martyrs for January 19th. The Church, in her infinite wisdom, has deemed it fitting and proper that each day Catholics should remember those who offered the ultimate sacrifice for Christ and His Holy Mother Church. Let us honor these men and women and children today with the words of Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI. It is very important to oppose the lies and half-truths of the devil with the whole truth. Yes, there is sin in the Church and evil, but even today there is the Holy Church, which is indestructible. Today there are many people who humbly believe, suffer, and love, in whom the real God, the loving God, shows Himself to us. Today God also has His witnesses, Martyrs, in the world. We have just to be vigilant in order to see and hear them. The word martyr is taken from procedural law. In the trial against the devil, Jesus Christ is the first and actual witness for God, the first martyr, who has since been followed by countless others. Today's church is more than ever a church of the martyrs, and thus a witness to the living God. If we look around and listen with an attentive heart, we can find witnesses everywhere today, especially among ordinary people, but also in the high ranks of the church who stand up for God with their life and suffering. It is an inertia of the heart that leads us not to wish to recognize them. One of the great and essential tasks of our evangelization is, as far as we can, to establish habitats of faith, and above all, to find and recognize them. The following is a list of those that we honor today. At Rome, on the Cornelian Road, the holy martyrs Marius and his wife Martha, with their sons Audifax and Abacum, noble Persians who came to Rome through devotion in the time of the Emperor Claudius. After they had been beaten with rods, tortured on the rack with fire, lacerated with iron hooks, and had endured the cutting off of their hands, Martha was put to death in the place called Nympha. The others were beheaded and cast into the flames. Also Saint Canute, king and martyr, whose birthday is the 7th of this month. At Smyrna, under Marcus Antoninus and Lucius Aurelius, the birthday of Blessed Germanicus, martyr, who in the bloom of youth, being strengthened by the grace of God and freed from all fear, provoked the beast which by order of the judge was to devour him. Being ground by its teeth, he deserved to be incorporated into the true blood of life, Christ Jesus, for whom he died. In Africa, the holy martyrs Paul, Gerontius, Januarius, Saturninus, Successus, Julius, Catus Pia, and Germana. At Spoleto, in the days of the Emperor Antoninus, the Passion of St. Poncian, martyr, who was barbarously scourged by Christ by the command of the judge Fabian, and then compelled to walk barefoot on burning coals. As he was uninjured by the fire, he was put on the rack, was torn with iron hooks, and then thrown into a dungeon where he was comforted by the visit of an angel. He was afterwards exposed to the lions and melted lead poured over him, and finally died by the sword. At Lodi, St. Bastian, bishop and confessor, who in conjunction with St. Ambrose courageously combated the heretics, and finally, at Worcester in England, St. Wulstan, bishop and confessor, conspicuous for merits and miracles, who was ranked among the saints by Innocent III. These are the men and women that we honor today. If we are presented with a situation where we must courageously defend the Church, pray that we are given the grace that all these men, women, and children were given, and that we may be courageous in our actions. God bless each and every one of you, and thank you for